Now, while we do have a stew tuna recipe existing on the channel, I felt like it was high time to do an updated video. Now, stew tuna is one of those dishes that really near and dear to me. It has played a significant role in my culinary journey because it was one of those dishes that my mother used to make when we were small, and it's something that, it's simple ingredients, really, really simple ingredients, but when it comes together, it creates something really, really delicious. Now, I have made this for people in the past, and I have to say that every single person who doubted me when I told them that this is something real delicious, every single person that I made it for and tried it became an immediate convert. I was like, nah boy, I can't believe this thing that tastes so good. And that is the way that I feel about this. Is something that, as I said, I grew up eating, but I could not believe that it's something so simple that my mother used to put together that used to come out so delicious. It's definitely one of those foods that I would consider a comfort food for me, and something that I make quite often. It's really easy to put together, comes together in no time, and it's a very versatile thing. It's something you could make and have it with rice, you could eat it with pasta, you can make it with fry bake, with hops bread, with bread. Trust and believe, this is a dish that you really want to keep in your repertoire. If you're not a big fan of tuna fish, especially tuna in the tin, I would recommend this as a gateway into the realm, and trust me, once you try it, no turning back. There's one for the books. So the ingredients for this recipe, really straightforward, really simple. Of course, you would need tuna, and for this recipe, I love to use chunks in water, tuna chunks in water, not chunks in oil, not flakes in oil, not flakes in water, tuna chunks in water. That's what I want to use for this recipe. And I have some of the usual suspects here. Of course, I have some onions. I'll also be using some garlic, some tomatoes, of course, pimentos, and I have a chili pepper here that I'll be using for some heat, but you could use Scotch bonnet pepper as well, and some citrus, of course. So basically, the ingredients we're using here are the typical ingredients you would use in a traditional stew fish, but instead of using fresh fish, you're using tuna in the tin. And I have tried this recipe using fresh tuna, and I'm sorry to say, I mean, you know me, I like to use fresh ingredients. I always say fresh is the best, but it really do taste the same when you use fresh tuna. For me, I really love the taste that the canned tuna gives, and the texture and that kind of thing. And that is mainly because, remember, this tuna is cooked. This is not raw tuna in a tin. This is poached tuna. So to really get the same effect, you would have to poach your fresh tuna first and then stew it. And I mean, that is a bit of a lengthy process. This is a quick and easy, quick and delicious recipe. So just bearing that in mind, I mean, if you want to try it fresh, be my guest. But for me, best results is from the tin tuna. This is really a dish that comes together quickly. No set of bells and whistles. It's just quick prep, quick cook time. This is something that could come together in less than half an hour. And let's give a slice to my onions. And this is one of those very forgiving recipes. You don't have to follow what I do into a T in terms of the amount of ingredients that I'm using. You could mix and match as you see fit. So if you want more onions and more garlic in your stew tuna, feel free. This is just a guide on how to make it, but you could definitely make this recipe your own. So as I said, this coming together real quickly, and I even bothering to move the other ingredients off the cutting board and all that kind of drama. Is quick things. This is a quick dish, and I really want to show you how quick and easy it comes together. I'm using pimentos for flavor, and we're using the chili for the heat. If you're not a fan of spicy food, you could omit the hot pepper. If you can't get pimentos where you're from, you could always use like sweet pepper instead, bell peppers. That's a vibe as well. And I'm keeping the seeds and everything in with the chili pepper because I like my stew tuna on the spicy side. Also going in with 3 cloves of garlic. Just give them a quick smash. And then this mince. If you don't have fresh tomatoes, you could use tomato paste, but fresh tomatoes is definitely better in this recipe. The tomatoes give it a slight sweetness, but also you get that acidity which cuts the freshness of the tuna. And similarly to how you might stretch corned beef and add cabbage to it, this is a dish you could also do that with. You could add cabbage to this dish to stretch it if you're making it for the family. I also like to add some fresh shadow benny to this dish. If you don't have shadow benny where you are, that is okay, don't worry. It will not make or break it. It's just a very nice addition to it. But again, if you don't have shadow benny, don't fret. You could add parsley, you could use fine thyme, use cilantro, or just make it without it. It'll be fine. As I said, the shadow benny is a very nice addition. Gives it that real nice trini flavor, but it ain't nothing to fret about if you don't have it. Don't let not having shadow benny stop you from making this dish. Alright, and that is it. Our ingredients prepped, as I said, is real simple things. Look how quick that come together in terms of prep. Now let me head over to the stove and let me make this. So I have my pan on high heat here. I'm going in with a little bit of oil. Just gonna go in with our aromatics. And I know usually when I'm making a dish like this, I will add the onions first and then add the pimentos and then the garlic and that kind of thing, but you don't need to do that with this because the liquid from the tomatoes is going to assist in not allowing the onions or the garlic or anything like that to burn. So you can throw everything in and it'll be fine. Gonna give that a little toss. Seasoning with salt to taste, of course. And some black pepper. And we're cooking this on high heat, but as I said, the liquid from the tomatoes is going to prevent the other ingredients from burning. So you don't have to worry about it. At this point, we're going to add our tuna, and of course, you want to drain the liquid out of the tuna, right? Don't just dump the tuna with all the liquid into the pan. We don't want that. So drain the liquid out of the tuna first, then add it. Give it a mix. Now I just want to add a touch of ruku. About 2 teaspoons. That should be good. And if you can't find ruku in liquid form where you are, you could always use annatto powder as a substitute. So we're just going to let this saute on a high heat for about 4 to 5 minutes, just for the tuna to soak up all the lovely flavors of the onion, the garlic, the tomato, the pimento, and the chili pepper. Get that all incorporated there, as well as the shadow benny as well. So we're good to go here. Last thing I want to do, switch off my heat and then just finish off with some fresh lemon juice. Of course, that's going to add some nice citrus flavor to the dish, cut some of the freshness of the tuna, and just kind of brighten up the dish. Give it a taste for salt. Perfect. Good to go. Alright, so time to taste this thing. I have some okra rice here. So I'm just gonna put some stewed tuna on the side. This is a match made in heaven right here. I like to eat my stew tuna with okra rice, but it's real good with white rice alone. As I say, good with pasta. If you want to throw it in a fry bake or a coconut bake, that's fine too. Or even if you just want to buy some hops and throw it in some hops, all that is vibes. Let's go in for a taste. This is no exaggeration. This dish is extremely delicious. It is one of the most delicious things that I have made on this channel. And I had to say kudos to my mother. Thanks to my mother for, raising us on this and making this a part of my, culinary journey. Because as I said, I still, sometimes just be in disbelief that something with such simple ingredients could come together and taste so delicious. If you like this recipe, please give this video a thumbs up and give it a share. If you have tried it in the past, let me know down in the comments how you find it was. If you're trying it for the first time as well, hit me up in the comments and let me know how you find it was. I have a link to the full recipe in the video description, so look out for that. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.